everybody, and once again a very warm welcome here at the Hero Hockey India League 2025-2026. We are coming to you live from the Marank Gomke Jaipal Singh AstroTurf Hockey Stadium here in the wonderful eastern Indian city of Ranchi in Jharkhand. It's time for match number 12, the last of the league phase fixtures between SG Pipers and the Ranchi Royals.
4, 3, 2, 1. Let's play.
Well, if Navneet Kaur says let's play, we shall indeed. Ranchi Royals in their all teal outfit pushing from left to right, and in all blue are the SG Pipers from right to left in the commentary box. This is Arun Venugopal and I'm joined by Nikki Lloyd.
Yeah, you spoke about Sophie Gertz there from SG Pipers, the coach, saying she wants to treat this as a semi-final. So you expect the Pipers to play the way we've seen. They've been the most consistent team in this tournament, in this entire league. So they want to make sure that they continue with that. The Ranchi Royals, they've had that 5-0 victory earlier out in the league, but they have had a few stuttering points. But as we see, they're on the attack with Kumari coming down the right-hand side. There's a jab tackle going in. There's absolutely the right call there from Neetu Kumari. It's been called for obstruction, and this from the Ranchi Royals is the perfect opening play.
And this is an area that Neha Goyal was alluding to as a problem all through the tournament. They haven't had a good track flicker, is what Neha Goyal mentioned. They also have suffered by virtue of their first rushing, but here is an opportunity to make amends, to sort of right some of the wrongs. Sonia Batla, the scoring judge, Shadma Shahid, the timing judge, Janurita D'Souza, the technical officer, and Shivani Sharma, the reserve umpire. A big thanks to the technical bench.
A near castle injection coming with the drag flip, going for the deflection and scoring the goal. Be really interesting to see what that has come off, but it is Lucina von der Heng with the goal. It wasn't the fastest drag flick, that's for sure. However, her team still crown her with the Ranchi Royals signature goal appreciation.
Very good trap, and it came off a stick of Sunalita Topo, who has been a very good rusher for the SG Pipers across the tournament, but on this occasion just a tad bit unfortunate. It got a good part of a stick and then went all the way to the goal, but great technique from Lucina. SG Pipers in fact finished last in the very first edition of the Hero Hockey India League. Managed only a couple of wins, managed only 4 goals in all.
But it's nice to see that those who are buying into these teams aren't just in it for the short run. They want to see the progression, they want to see the growth, and they want to support these players.
The chance here beckons now for the SG Pipers. Second time of asking, third time of asking, and they have the equalizer. And I think it was the captain Navneet Kaur who was the eminent goal poacher on that occasion, was in the right place at the right time, and they come up with their own unique brand of celebrations.
Yeah, you cannot give a player like Navneet Kaur time to have a few bites at the cherry. She's running here for her team, little left to right drag, gets the ball off to her teammate, and it's the positioning. Look at the triangles of this team. They have the back pass option, and then they have Navneet Kaur really ready for poaching that goal. You can see Lucina von der Heng, she's wanting to front mark, but she's not prepared, she's not down and low, and that's an easy goal for Navneet Kaur, but a very important one for the SG Pipers.
Sophie Geertz must be relieved. Neha, as well as the Ranchi Royals outfit, will be mindful, Nikki, that it hasn't particularly been a blighted campaign. It's had its moments, and I really feel that the turnaround happened in the back-to-back games that they had to play prior to this, where they lost both of those encounters, which eventually put paid to any chances of them making it to the finals, because prior to that point they were hot on the heels of Shrachi Bengal Tigers as well as the Pipers.
They were, and it's just the ferocity of this league setup. Some teams, all teams have to play back-to-back matches at some point, and statistically we've seen no team win that second game. See Udita, who's standing next to Navneet Kaur. Wonderful step up, free shot from the D, and it's a goal! What a fantastic goal that was from the youngster stepping up.
And Sangeita Kumari yet again donning the mantle of a goal scorer, much to the delight of the crowd here. What a stunning strike from the D. And Albela playing Sangeita in, trapped, and first time shot. It was a bit of a snapshot which caught everybody by surprise, not least Bansuri Solanki.
You can see when she receives this ball, a wide base, she's putting the weight through her left foot as she takes the strike. That gives her the power. And yes, it does take a slight deflection, but take nothing away. That is a world-class goal. Ranji rolls, grinding in and out, shot on target, great save, really important save. And then the clearance.
I believe it was Hannah Cotter there who made that brilliant blistering foray. The lady from Hawke's Bay, New Zealand. But just a little before that, the counter manifested with Hannah Cotter. Look at her weave in and out, then take the shot, trying to bring Rutuja Pisal into play as well. Rutuja Pisal had in fact a hand to play in the final last year, but by virtue of all that action, a penalty corner has slipped relatively under the radar. It has caught the feet, yes, of Lola Riera there. And so the Royals have another chance to go 3-1 up.
The Royals' fourth penalty corner of the game. SG Pipers have 0. And in an ideal world, you want to score 1 out of 3.5 penalty corners. So this is really important.
And Christina Costantino has replaced Bansuri. And some variation. She has copped it on the chest, has the goalkeeper. They asked for a retake. Kelly Hudson says no dice.
And some of the players stopped there because they were expecting it to be called for danger. However, there was nothing dangerous about that cross for me. It was through a channel. There was nothing to be worried about. And as we see Toshur Kandika look on for his team, I wonder if he'll be happy ultimately with the way that his team is attacking.
Neha once again eyes up and a great pass and a shot on goal. And SG Pipers looked a little harried, and that saber rattling has resulted in a penalty corner.
Christina Albertario was asking Kelly Hudson, I want the referral. They don't have it. Kelly Hudson ignoring her and making sure she blows what she sees.
Lucina Wanderheide is in the first battery, and she will go for the shot, and she does find the backboard. It's a resounding smack into the backboard, and Lucina Wanderheide, who's been having a fairy tale of an encounter, just builds along her merry ways, and look at her flash a broad grin. It's goal number 3 for the Royals.
Christina Aguatario, far castle injection, and Von der Haeg. That is a really tight gap she has managed to exploit there. Lola Rea and Constantino both closing down the left-hand side of the goal as they defend it, but the ball sneaking through.
It in fact went between the legs of Lola Riera. Like you rightly mentioned, she had to thread the needle, and a Royal salute for Lucina.
Straight back into a danger area. Quick shot there and a goal! What a finish, and a second time shot from Hannah Cotter.
And it's the girls from Hawke's Bay, New Zealand, who has done her bit here. Hannah Cotter She enjoys her tea, she enjoys the Indian cuisine, and she enjoys scoring on these shores as well. It was a no-look snapshot, a great tomahawk played into her, didn't have any opportunity to suss things out, had to trust her reflexes, and they were on point. It was a great strike.
Yeah, she receives this ball, she plays it into her back space, widens her stance and takes that reverse shot. It's a really hard skill to do, but she hit it so cleanly. Look what it means to her team.
Also, someone like a Sakshi Rana, it's been a great rite of passage for her, even as Navneet Kaur now makes a circle entry. She is looking for the opportunity, and they will have the second goal. The extra outfield player has come in handy for the Pipers, and Navneet Kaur has added to her goal scoring tally. It's her fourth goal in the competition, and the neon socks are still up for grabs should she want it.
And she most definitely wants them for sure. You can see the ball being played in. Navneet Kaur, as she does that eyes up hockey, just creates the space off the back line, and it takes a wicked deflection there, which I think ultimately takes the ball into the goal. But it doesn't matter how it goes in. I think actually it might be come off Planison, or it might have eventually come off of Pretty Dubby. This will be really interesting to see, but either way, it's a goal, and the Royals and the Pipers are now only a 2-goal game.
Ranchi Royals again being very purposeful in attack, and they have an untenanted goal as well to take care of, given that Cosentino has been swapped out with an extra outfield player. Neha Goel has been remarkable with her dribbling ability there. Beauty Dung Dung.
Free hit out given, and the SG Pipers will want to mount the attack. This is the goal that has been credited to Navneet. Definitely took a deflection, but who did it come off? It's a wonderful finish there, sliding goal. It's Hannah Cotter. She has been fabulous for her team this entire league season, and a diving, sliding goal to add to her tally, and another crown on top of her head.
We have had a proper goal fest here in Ranchi. This has been the most number of goals scored in a fixture in this edition, really. And Hannah Cotter rising to the occasion. In fact, stooping to conquer, rather literally, as she goes down on her knees and sends the ball past Jyoti Singh, who really couldn't do much. Hannah Cotter will receive the crown for her brace as her teammates give her the royal salute. Hails from Hawke's Bay in New Zealand. Also just lives 3 doorsteps away from Emma Finlay and her twins in Hawke's Bay. It seems like a hockey hotbed, really. It's a good takedown from Navneet Kaur, who will be looking for her hat-trick, no doubt. Inside the circle, Preeti Dubey. I must say that was a rather weak follow-up after Navneet Kaur's incursion.
And Neha there trying to take a few seconds away from any kind of attack. What does that come off? That's definitely come off of a foot. Yes, it's only 9 seconds in this final quarter. The SG Pipers have scored 1 goal when they took off their goalkeeper. They've conceded 1, so now they want to see if they can score another.
Teresa Vienna once again in the thick of things. Was looking for the player to her left, eventually ended up selling the dummy to the defender and playing the ball along to Teresa. Bichodevi Karibam will have perhaps one last job on her hands as Valentina Costa sets up in battery number 1, but it's a completely botched attempt, and Sakshi Rana plays the ball across to Neha Goel, but there will not be enough time for a 6th goal But Ranchi Royals sign off in style, and Neha just gesturing that the cross wasn't where it ought to have been. But at the end of full-time action, the Ranchi Royals have walked off with a consolation win, with a win that will keep them in the third spot. It was a thumping 5-2 victory over the ST Pipers. Hannah Cotter did contribute by virtue of 2 goals. And there was, of course, Navneet Kaur on the other side, who contributed with 2 goals as well, but was a very productive outing for the Ranchi Royals, who were on a rampage right from the get-go. Sakshi Rana was mighty impressive as well. She made her debut last season in the FIH Hockey Pro League and scored against Spain, but has been excellent all through. At full time, the Ranchi Royals, by virtue of a solid team effort, completed a 5-2 win over the ST Pipers.